Greetings and salutations. I am Bajongles, and if you enjoy my content, consider following me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Bajongles1, where I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at noon Pacific Standard Time. You could also, if you'd be so kind, check out my Bluesky and Tumblr, both at BigBoyArt1, username Bajongles. Also, if you wanted to check my VODs out, consider liking and subscribing here on YouTube. It would be much appreciated. And with that, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? I'm doing wonderfully. How are y'all? Hi, today is a day of concept art, Cloncept art, if you will. And yes, every time I say concept art in the title of things, that is intentional because it's a pun. It's a pun about clown concept art. So if anybody was wondering why I kept going concept art, that's the reason. All right, I'm checking the sound. I sound wonderful. I had some breakfast, hash browns, eggs, some bratwurst. Quite good. I love bratwurst. It's probably got it. Honestly, it's got to be one of my favorite sausages, if not my absolute favorite. It's quite good. Today is a good day. Now, before we get started, let me do something just real quick. Don't mind me. Uh, I forgot to do something, so I need to get that situated. It's class related, not stream related, but oh well. There we go. Get that out. Don't mind that. I had to defeat the great evil, and it fell off my bed. Rhonda's still in my house. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. I had to charge the computer for my school. I have a separate school computer that I use for school. You know, I consider computers to be more like spaces than objects in terms of like their functionality. So like go it helps me focus on things to be on a different device for different activities. For instance, this computer is very work oriented, like streaming, art, editing, that sort of thing. My phone is for leisure, and my school computer is for schoolwork. And so separating them like that means that I don't get distracted as much. It's sort of the same thing as like separating your house into different rooms for different like purposes, or at least different spaces. Sleeping space, eating space, working space, leisure space, gardening space, that sort of thing. Uh, is like it is very helpful for focus and mental health. Speaking of good for focus and mental health, let me put on some Outer Wilds real quick. There we go. Let me hear how that's going on the stream. Also, thank you once again to 10th Gamer Tag for raiding not yesterday, Tuesday. And also helped me get past my 20 follower goal. I'm not sure what the goal is now. I'll have to look on the stream. It does it automatically. My actual goal is 25. Yeah, let me look. No, it says the goal is 30. Alright, I can do 30. I believe in myself, and I believe in the power of my teammates. That is a fun Mystery Men reference. I highly recommend watching that movie. Alright, how's my internet coming in? It should be doing good. Okay. My bitrate is in the green. That is wonderful. My bitrate on OBS is full. Drop frames 0 as of now. Things are great, which means uh I can swap over to art time. I've been working on this piece for Art Fight, and if I get rid of this, you could really see the progress I've made. It doesn't really come together as well without like this nighttime. It's really the way stuff is laid out and colored is really made for this sort of like nighttime in the shadows sort of thing. Like it really helps tie everything together and sort of hide some of the detail. Alrighty. But that being said, this is gonna be the last time that I'm gonna be doing the Cloncept Art weekly, because starting starting next week, one, we'll be back to One Piece fan art, and two, we'll be rotating Thursdays. Yeah, because I'm gonna be starting to do one of the world building projects that I've had on hold for a while as like a rotating thing. I'm gonna keep doing this. It's just gonna be a bit slower. Now that I'm doing this completely solo again, I can go at whatever pace I feel is best for me. And also, Potato Jeremy's job fired him. So, which is really bad fucking news. I'm very upset at his company. But like the bonus to that is now he doesn't have to like slave away at Amazon. Let us just hope that he's able to like take care of himself in the meantime. All right, let me and that and there we go. All right. What that also means is that at least for the time being, he may have more time to work on his own creative endeavors. Which is like, working on creative stuff is great for your mental health. And so like, yeah. Okay, let me there we go. Don't mind me being tired. I've been researching and stuff. I'm doing a paper on bears in the Arctic and like their relation to human mythology. And turns out when you're looking up research papers for bears in the Arctic, most of it is climate change related, which is important to talk about. It's a massive issue. But also, like, it's not very helpful to me right now. He's like, I want to know about people's like religious customs when it comes to like bears. What are their beliefs? What sort of gods do they attribute bears to? And like vice versa. What's like but yeah, no, and like what these different like what bears represent and all of that. And it's like, turns out that's a little bit hard to talk about, especially when people like the Sami are a bit underrepresented when it comes to like religious and like mythological customs. If you see me out in Quahog, say hi. But if you meet me in the clam, I'm a talkative guy. We can talk over beers and remember that time. All right, so the wording of my my stream title And my announcements is poignant to this. I'm gonna be working on a bit of like what it's gonna be like in between levels, because I kind of like what Battle Block Theater does, where it's like an actual physical space between levels, and then you go into the performance. Like in World, like there's a World 1 backstage, and then there's like a World 2 backstage, and then in between the worlds you have to actually go in that other segment, like here. Like this one up here that's super cool, where you're going to a new tent. Like I think that's pretty cool. And also this gives me some like design stuff, like the main villain guy. Uh, like you meet him in one of the like the backstages. There's also a fun little like encounter that I want to add, just like randomly somewhere in there. Not as in like a random encounter chance, but like oh, it's gonna be put somewhere that with just somewhere random. Water. I am the water boy. My water is delicious. Alright, how am I gonna do this? Okay, obviously there are gonna be like boards on the floor. Because that's like a design thing that I've been having in my mind like this entire time for this. Is that there's gonna be like wooden boards on the floor and like fabric on the background, but I don't know exactly what it's gonna look like. I kinda wanna do the like a concession stand where maybe you can get little like food bits or like fun little upgrades or something that don't not upgrades but like consumables. I think consumables could be an interesting like design vector. Direction and magnitude. Oh yeah. I'm gonna be erasing a lot of this. I'm just kind of like getting things to actually sort of line up. I don't really want to freehand this. I'm not trying to ruin it fun. There we go. No, I'm not green. Alright, there we... Getting the boards on the floor. Mike, the Borg, please. Resistance is futile. We are Borg. We are Borg. Something interesting about the Borg in Star Trek is that like if they don't see you as worth it because you're like we already have stuff that's better than you, then like they'll just leave you the fuck alone because why bother? We have a species. All of our species are better than you. Our technology is you have nothing to offer us. Your technology has no special thing to it. Fuck you. Like they'll just leave you the fuck alone. Like they don't conquer for the sake of conquering. They're just like we are Borg. We are perfect. We will make ourselves better until we are the best thing since sliced bread. And like in the Star Trek universe, which is like far future, saying since sliced bread is saying something. Um, this is the best thing since sliced bread. In literal terms, this is a 2D plane that you're walking on. It's gonna look through dimensional. I almost said third dimensional and I wanted to switch to 3 dimensional and then my brain stopped because I'm silly. You see, I'm just a silly guy. Okay, what am I going to do? I want to get up and say, Good morning, USA. God, I love that song so much. If you see me out in Quahog, say hi. But if you meet me in the clam, I'm a talkative guy. We can talk over beers and remember that time. Alright, and then rather get up and say, Good morning, USA. I still love Francine and Klaus, but Roger's still in my house. Alright, here we go. Drawing the concession stand. If I were a rich man. Do you think anybody's ever done like a if I were a rich man, but instead of the bitty bitty bum, it was they said skibbity. There has to be someone, and I'm not gonna be the first one to do that. I I simply refuse. My fellow Americans, my fellow Americans, I am not skibbity. Alright. Sir, according to the Earth Constitution, nobody can run for president more than 2 times. Oh, right. But of course that says nobody. Oh. I love Futurama Nixon so much. He sucks. Like mad ass. He's very funny. Get up and say good morning, USA. If you see me out in cold, say hi. But if you meet me in the clam, I'm a talkative guy. Then, like, some sort of icy related machine right here with three flavor of blue, red, and brown. And honestly, the best thing to do is just to mix all three colors, cause like it's a nice combo. Get up and say good morning, USA. I still got Francine and Klaus, but Roger's still in my house. If you see me out in cold, say hi. But if you see me in the clam, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, that's right, I'm gonna get you right there. You're not welcome here, get out of there. This gamer's still in my house. The poison's still inside, Klaus. Alright, there we go. There we go. Splendid. Oh, there we go. There we are. John, I'm bored. I'm gonna kill you. John, I'm tired of your bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. You're not welcome in the Beatles anymore. We're replacing you with a new member. His name is Gilbert Garfield. Great Zadie. And then all the Beatles get vaporized. Oh, it's over for me. Help. Ringo. I crack myself up. Oh. Ringo, tell my wife I love her. You don't have a wife. Not yet, I don't. Not yet. Morty, I'm bored. I'm gonna kill you. And there we go. It's the fucking stitch. It's a fucking patch made out of fucking fabric. I'm gonna get you, me when I fucking get you. I think it's just gonna say snacks on it. Simple sign for a simple purpose. Okay. I'm, I'm gonna get this, and then, uh, if I remember his design right, and I do. Get up and say, good morning, USA. Actually, I'm gonna need to get the reference. Give me... File, open, create a documents. He should be somewhere around here. Get up and say, good morning, USA. There he is. Ah. Get up and say, oh, fuck you, Klaus. There's a gamer in here, help. Help, he's hitting me. Klaus. Klaus, stop hitting me with foam pool noodles. It's mean. You're being really mean to me right now. I don't appreciate it, Klaus. I don't know how you're doing this. You're a fucking fish. Simple as toast. And then he's a very sad wizard. I could do a sketch over him later and then make him smaller. Because he is a very tiny little man. He's a whole tiny little man and he's gotta go to fucking hell. I hate you. You interrupted my snack time. Go to fucking hell. And then he sends you to hell, which you see in the previous, uh, last week. I heard a buffering in my fucking stream. I'm... That's right, I am Steve. So first we mine and then we craft. That's right, we're in Minecraft, and now I am Steve. Big silly hands. The nether flint and steel. Elytra wingsuit, water bucket release. And chicken jockey. If you see me in the clown, I'm a talkative guy. If you see me out in Quahog, say hi. But if you see me in the clown, I'm a talkative guy. If you see me out in Cloud Hog, say hi. Get up and say, good morning, USA. I'm a fucking clown. What do you fucking expect? I'm very silly. I love him with the big arms. It's very funny. This fucker's still in my house. Oh my god, that's a wrong layer. Kronk? Kronk. That both helps me and hurts me. Hold on. Control Shift A. Ha! There, there we are. Hey, hey, it's me, Krusty. Okay, my crusty laugh is really good, but my crusty voice needs work. This loser's still in my house. I meant to do 32, but this works as well. Now I don't need to adjust the next layer. That's cool. Let me merge you down. There we go. This is very cool. Fun fact, if I do this concept art in time, I will continue the other art from Tuesday. Because one, I need to get it done by the end of Art Fight, or else I can't do it as an attack. But like I either way I could do it later. I'm not trying to ruin your vibe. I'm just out here chewing your gum. Len! Well, so don't mind me. I'm a bit snotty today. Snotty boy about to act up. Snotty boy about to glow down. You know, people did the snotty boy glow up meme with like Hal from Megamind. Honestly, I think that was not an improvement. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest. I think that he just went from like a bad person to a bad person. And also these sort of like going in around this the snack bar sort of go like, here's an important thing, go have your snacks. And like, I don't think this is the first one and won't be the last one that you find like between levels, but I do think that this one is unique because you find the main antagonist. That's right. That little guy right there is gonna send you to hell. He's gonna not even clown hell. He's gonna send you to Dante's Inferno hell. Alright, let's see right here. There should be a version of Dante's Inferno where it's all clowns and it's called Dante's Inferno. I need a hero. You know, on that Dante's Inferno idea, I kinda wanna do that. I kinda wanna do that. That's so silly. Not for this game, but like for like my next clown game after this one. Alright. Like but yeah, no, I kinda want to do that like Dante's Inferno. Like, I think that's what I want to do with the like darker, grittier clown game with like, you know, the characters that I had designed previous that are like the court of jesters. However, I could just be like, hey, here's the tabletop setting for this whole thing because it was originally a tabletop setting. Hmm. And I could also fucking do that. I need a clear road. Hold up for a clear road at the end of the night. It's gotta be strong and it's gotta be fast and it's gotta be fresh from the fight. I need a clear road. I can actually like. Alright, doing this machine, making sure that it, simple shapes, simple shapes. Again, this is concept art. I should be able to do a whole scene like this in a, in like 1 or 2 streams time is the thing. And I'm hoping to do this in 1 stream's time. That's why I've sort of like pared it down a little bit. Also, internet willing. I need a hero. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Oh, damn club was looking at her. She hit the floor, next thing you know. Oh, shawty got low, low, low. Trying to get to you. Ba-da-da-da. Now that would be a fun compilation to do, just like my favorite parts of me singing. Like either them being good or I find them amusing or whatever. That would be cool. There's a lot of editing stuff I want to do, but it kind of takes being in the next season of this funny show. I'm a get him out. You found making ass. Pulverized as fuck with my bugging truck. It seems you're out of luck. Truck. Little did you know I'm filled up on gas. Pulverize this fuck with my burger truck. It seems you're out of luck. I'm a get your ass. It's mine. Give it here. No, no. Confiscating your ass. I think that's gonna be my new Birdly voice. Just like, ah, Chris. Chris, it seems like you're smitten with me.
Well, you see, Chris, I'm stealing your ass because you cannot be trusted. You cannot be trusted with your own ass. I'm gonna beat you to death with my A+ scores. You can't handle the weight of my 1 million IQ. You simply can't handle the weight of my immense brilliance. My brain is so heavy. I depicted myself as the armchair brain guy. There we go. Alright. Alright, campers. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Chris, I'ma get your fountain making ass. Please, please give me a piece of that ass. Alright, campers. Listen, if somebody told me that Chris McClane was actually American, I would not be surprised. Like if he was just from Minnesota. Like Total Drama Island is a very Canadian show. It is like they're just Canadians. I mean, some of them are American, like Chef, I think. But still. But also like Chris McClane, just like he feels like a Minnesotan to me. Alright, campers, I just committed every single war crime in the Geneva Convention. What are you gonna do? Stop me? Don't you want this money? You're going to the Chris McClane dimension. Yeah, sorry about that. About... Yeah, Chris McClane says a boat instead of like a boot. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Alright, campers. On today's episode of Total Drama Island, we are going to be playing Meat and Fuck Kingdom.
God, that reminds I I don't want to go find it or pull it up, but like my friend, Clockwork Stephanie, once again named pending, uh, made like a creepy pasta image edit of Chris McClane and called it Chris McSpooky, and honestly, is one of my favorite things ever created by anybody. All right, campers, we're about to get spooky. That name is forever pending. All right, campers. All right, campers. I've depicted myself as the Chad and you as the Soy Jack. My Chris McClane is actually not that good, but I have the accent down. There we go. It's over. Your careers are over. It turns out when you live near Canada, you can hear Canadian people more often, and thus you can hear their accent. British, like, people in British Columbia don't have that sort of, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, sort of like, you know, that's sort of like a country bumpkin, like Canada, the stereotypical one. It's sort of like how the stereotypical American accent is like, all right there. All right, we're gonna have to tow our Ford F-150 and pick up our 27,000 AK-47s. Like, that's our funny voice. But for them, it's the for sure, bud. Yeah, you just have to go over past the creek there. Yeah, you know which one I'm talking about. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Maybe you could stop by our house. Oh, maybe stop by for a coffee at Tim's. I don't actually know what they call it, like they shortened Tim Hortons too, but I know they've complained about it, like not being the same as it was. I get that. I get that a lot. We have this burger place called Burgerville that used to be so good, like only local ingredients, and it's really fallen to shit. Like its food's not as good as it used to be. Hmm. It's a local chain, is the best way to put it. We had a Burgerville is so local that they have a Tillamook burger, which Tillamook is the place where all our best cheese comes from. It's like out over by the coast. I you could go take tours at their like dairy factory. quite good. I was doing that funny like Canadian accent for a bit, and now it's like sort of it like I can hear a slight bit of it in how I talk, and I'm gonna have to like let that air out a little bit. That's just gonna have to like go away. Also, a lot of people in Washington are getting some of that Canadian raising, that sort of a boat sort of deal. So like they're starting to deal with that. Montana's starting to get it, I think. As Canada becomes more and more of a cultural juggernaut. I mean, it already has been, but as it sort of distinguishes itself more and more from America. It's a lot like how SoCal, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas have a lot of like Mexican influences. It's just like we take on the aspects of our neighbors. That's sort of just what community is all about, though. All right, campers. My mom has a character that she does that's Comb Over Bev from Sandusky, Ohio. I can't do the voice that she does nearly as well, but it's so funny. I just love the name Comb Over Bev. She's not. Oh, I'm Comb Over Bev. Oh, and also a lot of people, especially up in Washington, are also like getting that British Columbia thing where anything that has like an ah or an eh noise, like bagel, dragon, bag, would go like dragon, bag, bagel, that it's sort of diphthongizing that kind of like vowel. And like people in Washington are getting that. My grandma has that. She's from Washington. Drock. Shout out to the Drock show, by the way. Fucking love his content. It's really obvious when he talks mostly like the people that I would know because he's pretty local. Right? He lives on the island, which is real close to Seattle. Which is like the other one of the main metropolitan areas in the Pacific Northwest besides Portland. But like when he's talking about like Monkey D. Dragon from a hit manga and anime One Piece, he says dragon. This isn't a judgment thing or whatever. It's just like talking about fun little linguistic things. I like language. I like people. I like how weird like little accent quirks work like that. There really is no such thing as like general American or general Canadian English. But like I was listening to a press interview by Newsom, the governor of California, about like the recent gerrymandering thing. That's not important for this conversation right now. That's just a little bit of things. I was listening to his voice. He 100% sounds SoCal. Like I don't know how to describe it, but like you know, like if you hear it, you know. And so like there are unique accents here. It's just they're not super distinct yet. They're getting there. They're getting there. I believe. I believe we can get distinct and weird accents going on. Wrong color. Wrong color, Kronk. But like, yeah, no, you know that SoCal voice. If you've heard like anything Nicolas Cage has ever said, like when he says, I call it a ride, rhymes with grog. But like yeah, like if you hear him talking, like that's SoCal, that's Southern California. Like you can really tell. Or like that surfer, like, dude, what's up, bruh? Or like, it's just sort of an accent. It's very cool. I have influences from like Washington because there are neighbors and like my grandma is from there. I have obvious like influences from Arizona and like the Southwest. I'm heavily influenced by here in Oregon, or like I've lived for a long time. A lot of my family is like uh is like from the Midwest, so like there's some of that there. I'm a real hodgepodge of like the western. I'm a real hodgepodge of the west of the Mississippi. I truly am an American. Not really able to point out exactly where. God, I really hope Newsom goes through with like the California gerrymandering to counteract Texas, because like Texas has been too high and mighty for too fucking long. Like I kind of joke about hating California. Everyone hates California. It's like, oh God, California. I mostly just hate California drivers. California's like itself is cool. I wish they'd hate like homeless people less. That's kind of like my only big thing. That and like they need to manage their water better. But like I have a genuine dislike for like Oklahoma and Texas. Like not in terms of nature or like even the people there, but like the way it's governed sucks. That it's not a democracy. Also, there's a thing where uh people deemed mentally ill can be put into concentration camps, and quote unquote Trump derangement syndrome is classified as a mental illness thanks to an executive order. I could be sent anywhere, and honestly, I'd like to see them try, because I like living here and I ain't going. Yo, the 10th gamer tag! Hi! Hi, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. I saw you were playing Amori. How is it? I would say no spoilers, because I haven't played it. However, I already like know way too much because one of my friends is like, you know, really autistic about it. And so like I know a lot about Omori sort of against my will. I'm glad to hear it. I'm very excited because this Sunday I'm going to be playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I got given the trilogy by a friend, and now I'm obligated to play it. Is it the one with the Clussy? That is in the series, but I don't think that's the first. I think that's the second one, which I'll get to later. I have to get through the entire trilogy. Not have to, but like, you know, I have all three. I might as well eventually. And so like, I'm gonna be starting with the first one. I mean, listen, man, we're all clowns here. Welcome to the circus. Like, I understand. I understand the Clussy fever. Alright, there we go. Also, yeah, I'm working on concept art for my clown game. I'm working on a game. I'm just doing concept art right now, but I'll get to like actually programming later sometime. Basically, it's just like it's a 2D platformer inspired by like Rayman and Battle Block Theater, like mostly, where like the goal of each level is to get as high a an audience score as possible. Like you're trying to do like fun tricks and get by as fast as you can and like do little objectives and stuff to like get higher audience score. And you'll be able to tell how well you're doing because there will be like an actual audience in the background with like heads. And the more like the more sounds and like movement that the little audience people. Oh yeah, yeah, I'll remember that. I also have some friends that want to like work on it for that. So I already have about 3. Uh I'll get to that once I'm further into actually making the game. I am doing it like solo. Oh, thanks. This is sort of a this is when I sort of rushed to do when I started streaming. I'm actually designing some new ones. If I could take a break for a moment from this to like show. Open. Where is it? I have so many drawing projects. Don't mind me. Well, let me see. Where are you? Yeah, this is a design I'm working on right now for a new one. I'm planning on having a bunch of different like PNG tuber models for different things. Like this is just chatting. There's gonna be an art one. There's gonna be a gaming one. There's one for when I get affiliate and I can do like channel rewards. Yeah, see ya. Have a good time at work. But yeah, no, and like this one's a ringleader, and it's sort of based on like a lot of like stop motion. Because fun fact, I am from Oregon. Welcome to the Pacific Northwest, and Laika is our pride and joy. You know, Coraline, Box Trolls. They worked with Guillermo del Toro for the Pinocchio film, like the 2019 one. They are working on a new one called like Wildwoods right now, which is super interesting looking. But yeah, no, like all the different PNG tuber models that I'm trying to design are a celebration of different kinds of puppetry. And so the ringleader is like stop motion puppetry. I also have one for like a nature segment because I'm going to college for natural resources and like botany and a little bit of anthropology. So like I have one where I want to do like a fun educational segment, and it's sort of based on Uncle Traveling Matt from Fraggle Rock because I really like Fraggle Rock and like Jim Henson Company stuff in general. And then like there's this fortune teller one that I'm working on for like channel rewards when I ever unlock that. To be like, I'm going to tell your fortune. And like, you know, it's gonna be based off of like shadow puppetry. And like I think the art one is gonna be based off of like uh those like stick puppets, you know, the ones where you have the sticks underneath instead of the strings above. Mm. It would be cool to have something that kind of looks like those old Punch and Judy puppets, you know, those little like puppet shows with the little stand. I have a lot that I'm working on. I've realized. I am very passionate about art, as you could probably tell. Oh, by the way, as I get like every layer, this is the concept art so far that I have for like different scenes. I am working on a prop for cosplay. Ooh, sick! What are you cosplaying? Also, can I just say I love the name Sparkle and Stardust. It's very good. Shy guy, but he is king. Oh, interesting. Like King Deltarune, or just like he's a king. I'm hearing the delay on my stream, and it's like, oh, cool, I've already answered your thing, and then I hear it in my ear. But yeah, like the whole point of this. Okay, so I guess I should give you context for this little guy here. This little guy here, this little wizard clown thing, is the main antagonist. Let me open up a better image for y'all. There we go. This guy, and the joke is he's incredibly powerful. He's very strong. Uh, this is the scene where he just like actually sends you to hell. He's like, I'm tired, I'm going to send you to fucking hell, and then you have to like escape hell to make it back to your performance. Reference to a line of video game character says just a regular king. Oh, I see. I see. With like a cool crown and shit. Like he was in the concession stand, you know, he was in the snacks, and then you walked up to him and he's tired of your shit just by being there. He doesn't want to be here, but like he has a job to do, and that job is ruining the circus you're a part of. Wow. That character calls the protagonist Stardust as a nickname. Oh, which game is it? I might check it out later. In Stars. Oh, I've heard of that. I've been meaning to check that out. I just haven't yet. It has real cool like time loop stuff, I've heard. Get that weird thumb thing there. Get the hand. Also, this is not like wizard robes or anything. He is a wizard, but these aren't wizard robes. He's still in his pajamas. He has not gotten changed. He does not want to be here. I'm so tired. I don't want to be here. God, I love this little guy. It's been a bit since I've drawn him. Oh, also starting next week because it's gonna be August. I'm gonna be doing like a fun rotation of things I work on Thursday. I'm also gonna be working like on a fun tabletop thing. I'm gonna be doing art for that, and then once I get to it, I'm gonna be like doing stats and story stuff, and it's gonna be cool. I already have like a hex crawl map that I've been working on. How into tabletop role playing games are you guys? Because like it's sort of my main hobby. I am a massive nerd.
PVC pipe, 2 colors of spray paint, E6000 adhesive, silver mini crown, and 5mm clear rhinestones.
Ooh, that looks sick. Oh, that sounds sick. I'm imagining it in my mind. I'm picturing it in my mizzen. Oh, saying mizzen reminds me. Did you know that Snoop Dogg is making a kids cartoon? He's playing the main character whose name, I kid you not, is like an anthropomorphic dog named Bow Whizzle. I'm like so curious and enthused, honestly. Bow Whizzle is so funny. But like, it's just like teaching kids colors and how to count and how to have teamwork and that sort of thing. And like, honestly, it makes perfect sense for Snoop Dogg to do that, but it's very cool. Snoop Dogg is awesome. Honestly, if anything came out that he did something super bad, I don't know how I'd feel. I'm so tired. You're going to hell. Also, I love that I've accidentally made him have his arms outstretched like an anteater. Like just when an anteater's like, "Hey, stay out of my fucking biz." You know that anteater T-pose. Also, shout out to this music. It's the entirety of the Outer Wilds soundtrack, including music that was cut from the game. It's probably like one of my favorite things to listen to and just like focusing on something. But, I can't get over the name Bow Whizzle. It's so fun. Listen, there's gonna be a whole generation of kids that's like, yeah, I grew up listening to Snoop Dogg, and it's gonna be like him teaching them how to count. And like honestly, fucking great. I'm so happy that he's doing this. All right. I will see you when you return. But you know, like the whole like tabletop thing that I'm doing is gonna be very exploration heavy. It's gonna be very like political intrigue heavy. Uh, I want to make sure that there's like a lot of thematic sort of like through lines of everything. I want things to be like cohesive. That's sort of the hardest thing. I have like two of the characters for the setting already planned out, or like I've drawn them a couple years ago, but need to do updated versions of them. I'm very excited, and unless my friend Potato Jeremy, which I can show you what his PNG tuber model looks like. Uh, right about now, because I have him as a billboard for because he showed up on stream Tuesday. And it was a very good time. This is what he looks like. He's a wizard. He's also a wizard. I love this little guy so much. Gotta be one of my favorite designs for something I've ever drawn. I could probably draw it way better now, but like that would not mean changing the design any. This guy's very silly. There we go. Get the nose down. I think I messed up on the side view of this guy, but like this stand-in for the main character, but this does not matter. There's gonna be like a whole character creator thing where you can make your own clown, and it's gonna be super fun. And I'm gonna make sure that it puts me on the woke games list because I think that's really funny. I want this game to be called woke because you can choose your pronouns in the character creator. The water's still in my house. There we go. Like, I think I've talked about wanting to do that before. Uh, but like still, but still, like my interest in doing that, still stands. I think it would be really funny to just be like, this funny cloud game is woke. Because like, also that's free advertising. Right? Like if somebody's doing that funny uh that funny woke games list quiz of like, is this game woke? Then like they'll just be exposed to my game. Like that would be very silly. Sort of like what happened with like what was it, like furry lesbian RPG? Like that one? Like I knew about it beforehand because I follow a lot of lesbian furries, and I heard about it. But like that was probably a lot of people's first exposure to that game. Free advertising, very cool. Not just still in my house. If you see me out in Quahog, say hi. But if you meet me in the clam, I'm a talkative guy. Get up and say good morning, USA. There's this like a funny specific song that I was singing where it's like a version of oh, what's it called? It's a funny cover called from Nope, You're Too Late, I'm Already Dead. But it's like Peter Griffin, Homer Simpson, Bob Belcher, and like Stan from American Dad. And it's very funny. Just if you see me out in Quahog, say hi. I would ask my friend if he wants to do like music for my game, because Potato Jeremy, the game the friend I've been talking about, who has the game that he's also working on, which fun fact I'm the artist for. I just need to like get more information on stuff, and then I can work on concept art, which I think because he's no longer working at Amazon for the time being, there's more time to work on that. That means at least for a bit we might have a rotation where like he's involved. That means I should probably like offer to make him a new PNG tuber of the same character, mind you, and not even like change, just like cool and updated. Yo, Discord notification from Homestead. All right, that's cool. Okay, so basically I'm following this new app that's been in development for a while called Neptune. And I can't get it yet because I use Android, but like it's like it's up on Android, not Android. It's up on Apple now. And I have Android, so I'm going to have to wait for a little bit, but like I'm very excited. Get up and say good morning, USA. What would you do if you saw me out in Quahog? Would you say hi? Would we talk over beers and remember the time? Part of the reason that I sing that song as much as I have been, is mostly because I've been trying to, practice accents. Like, more than just doing a Peter Griffin impression, just, the accent that he has is very particular. You know, that New England versus, like, specifically Boston, or New York's not really New England, but it's close, like, geographically. I'm really interested in like doing voice work just for like my own fun. I'm not trying to ruin your vibe. There we go. Get all these boards on the floor taken care of, and then I can spruce them up later once I get deeper into the actual like doing stuff, like the actual proper assets. And I'm trying to like do a decision if I should release this game under like a chapter system, or like if I should work on it all the way through. And I think doing a chapter system might be cool, because I'm always very excited when new chapters of a game I like come out, like Deltarune. I'm so excited for chapter 5, by the way. It's coming out next year. And as soon as I just got a notification from my college saying a hazardous chemical leak has been reported in the aquatics area. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can I still go to class today? Or GE? All of South Campus, HPE Aquatics, or GE buildings. Okay. Oh, it's bad enough that like they're evacuating buildings. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know if I'll be able to go. Like I need to double check on that. Oh god. Hazardous chemical leak. Oh boy, my favorite. I love eating the goo. Oh god, that's man. But ever since like ever since this one, like like this one and onward all the way over to like this way, like all of these, I've been really happy. God, chemical leaks has got to be one of my like one of the funniest hazard warnings. Like it's genuinely serious, and I'm like super concerned. But also just the like, out of everything else that could have happened, like wildfires, that chemical leak is kind of it was like, well, the evil goo has been released onto the land and is consuming all. Staff and students be advised. Uh, the 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 Dark Lord Maglubiet has been released on campus. Yeah, I really need to double check. God, that man. Emergency responders are on site. Avoid the area and follow instructions from authorities. We will share updates as they become available. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like it's evacuation and emergency responder bad. What did they do? What did they do in aquatics? What did they do to the fish? What sort of like evil Resident Evil hunter-ass creature is like roaming around the campus? Oh god. Get this sort of nice like creamsicle color.
But yeah, oh god, that I'm gonna have to look into that. Well, I'm gonna learn more regardless. Drawing the awning. The awning is being drawing. Let me get rid of that one so that I can just sort of focus on this and not accidentally scroll away to a new or to a different drawing. Oh god, guys, did you have you guys played In a Dream Barbecue? I played it for the first time last week. And it's so good. I learned to speedrun it, and I may have found a new thing that I don't know how to recreate. I was talking about this with my community. I brought it up on my socials. By the way, shout out to my socials. At Big Art 1, I have to shill. But the Bluesky and Tumblr. But like I was sharing on there like, hey, I found this thing that I think is messed up, and uh because I was doing one of the two routes in the first chapter, which is the only stuff that's out yet, and I was speeding through somebody's dialogue like I normally would to get past it because I was like learning to speedrun. And then it teleported me to the other route in a flash of light and a camera shake, which means that was intentional and I don't know what I did. Because that feels like it would save a lot of time. Like, figuring out how to do that can cut that one route's time down by a significant margin. By just, like, starting the other route and going, no. Like, I'm so curious. Why so curious, Batman? You won't get away with this, Joker. Oh, I'm not the Joker. I'm the Woker. Do you want to know how I got these pronouns? You see, my father. Grabbing you, picking you up with my hands, throwing you into the stratosphere. You've now reached fucking orbit. Understand? I throw you like I do. It's a dream come true, my one and only. I am a big fan of Far Cry 5. That might be a hot take, that might be a cold take. I don't know, and frankly, I do not care. I do not give a single care. A dream come true. Oh, my one and only.
I'm excited to work on my Phoenix Wright PNG tuber for the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney games because it's gonna be a fun little like voodoo doll ass not sock puppet, but like a voodoo doll ass uh design for him for like Phoenix Wright. He's gonna have like the buttons for eyes and like stitched mouth, and it's gonna be very funny. And then me, my funny tentacle creature, is gonna be inside of there. Dream come true. My one and only you. The world building thing that I'm gonna be or not starting on, but like restarting, taking off the shelf as it were, is gonna be a very interesting opportunity for me because I've been drawing a lot of like bright, colorful, like funny clowns, and this is gonna be not dark and gritty, but definitely more like earthy tones and grime and metallics, which I need to like regain practice in doing. I am very excited. It's but next week, in fact. Have my dream come true? Am I one and only you? Sorry that I'm quieting down. I'm just sort of starting to mellow out. I'm just enjoying my time. I'm drawing my funny little guys. Dream come true, my one and only you. I want to raid 10th gamer tag more often, but like I finish streaming later than he starts streaming my time. Or stop streaming, sorry. I said after he starts streaming, but no, like I end stream uh I end stream after he ends stream, and that just makes it more difficult. It's like, but I want to support somebody that I'm getting to know much better. I want to support somebody that I'd like to consider like a streamer friend. And so, you know what? I'm gonna do my best to do so. My one and only you, Mr. Freeman. My one and only you. Everyone get in the way! Apparently Xavier Renegade Angel is Canadian. You clapper, you get slapper. You couldn't seek your way out of a cardboard bag. Well, that's because it's actually an egg. Water is splendid. I highly recommend drinking more. Keeping yourself properly hydrated is very important to physical and mental well-being. Have I told you guys that I love streaming? Like, I know that no doy. I've been doing it for like better half of a year now. But like, I love this. And I think people have like, a few people have definitely started to notice that I love doing this and been like, "Hey, you love to do this, which means that you're cool." And that makes me really happy. I appreciate everybody that comes to watch me ever. I mean, I do have like a few regulars or like semi-regulars now. At least a couple, right? And like I appreciate them so much. Shout out to like Dicey and Gremlin. Both of you are amazing. I don't know how I don't know where I'd be without them like popping in and being awesome. And only you. And like if things go at like this pace, like the pace that things have been going, I may be able to reach affiliate by the end of the year. I need you guys to understand how insane that is. Like not only for like the people watching the stream, but also like anybody watching the VOD. I need you guys to understand how insane that is and how like that is not like that is not typical. And I'm so thankful for everybody who comes and like interacts and follows and watches and like just sort of pops in for like even just 5 minutes or whatever. Like I would be fully happy. I want you guys to know this. I would be fully happy to like be doing this on my own, right? With like nobody in like nobody watching, nobody in chat. That's what I was prepared for. But like I the fact that people have taken notice of me is so oh my god. That's a I don't know how else to describe that feeling. It's so oh my god. I am absolutely flabbergasted. The buffoon is flummoxed. You have flummoxed the buffoon. Good job. And here's still like many, many, many more months. Maybe even years. I'm hoping for many, many years, but we haven't even reached a year yet. A year will be in January. I'll minimize everything. Whoops, don't mind any black screen that comes up. And even though technically, like, my stream anniversary will be January 7th, I'm gonna celebrate it on January 6th because that's gonna be the first streaming day of the year.
Darn buffering. Darn stupid buffering make me look bad. There we go. Okay. What color shall this background continue to be? Well, first I need to do maybe a bit of a warmer. There we go. Maybe. Either that or like a more yellow. Let's try you. You don't really work. You just make things more purple. Actually, not a bad idea for this patch then. Yeah, not a bad idea for that. Now what if I just... There we go. And then had you. Making sure you're all nice and colorful like and such. There we go. I am so happy with my progress as an artist the past few months. Like, it really feels like ever since I started streaming, as being a primarily art streamer, my art skills have gone up a lot because of the extra practice that I've been doing. And like I can see the results. I'm so happy. This goes to show you to everybody else what it really takes is just practice. I've been doing art for a long time. Like most of my life even. Something about like getting multiple pieces, like even just these like little quick like couple hour pieces. Like has really helped like increase my art skill. I think having this edge here be like a bright blue is pretty cool, alluding that it's a yet another piece of like fabric that is being hung over something. I think that's pretty cool. And then as a little like trick of everything, because this is an overlay, I get to do this fun brown. And it actually like turns into this deeper, like nice purple. I should probably add like a little bit of like proper yellow into this. I think that might be a little thing that's missing from this piece is yellow. Sometimes pieces don't need like every color or even like any color. But like I feel like this could use every like or at least most colors. Like this is a funny clown game. Everything's gonna be super colorful. Don't mind me stretching. Oh God. Getting all this colored in. getting all these colored in right now. Also, today's VOD release is not done yet. I've edited it and rendered it. I just need to do the thumbnail and upload it. And then once it's uploaded, I'll give out the announcements that it's out. You know, he really teaches you what's Phoenix right and Phoenix wrong. God, I'm so excited for that fun little, like, sock creature, Phoenix. That should be relatively fast. I should just be 2 images, you know, an open mouth and a closed mouth. And there we go. So what I can do. There we are. Splendid. There's so much stuff that I'm excited for. And it's like, wow, I'm so excited to do this, and then I get to do stuff. Like this is the life, man. Let me get proper, like, yellow. Yummers. Okay, so the yellow just looks like orange on here, which is fine. It's a different orange. It's a different and perhaps even good orange? Add a bit more green here. I think part of the point of this is that the patches don't, like, match color-wise. You know, it's part of the aesthetic that they're going for in the back rows of, like, look at these extra patches of color. Mustard? Don't be ridiculous. A lemon, on the other hand. What if I added a bit of this? What do you look like? Oh, you look interesting. Hi there, pal. I think this needs to be replaced with this, like, tealy blue. Hi. Get you. And of course, you are much bluer, which is actually to my benefit. See, there are parts of this piece that I'm not coloring on this layer, because they will be better on other layers that have other, modifiers. Like for instance, a one of these is just a normal layer with a lowered opacity, and that might work a bit better for like the floor. The main goal of this whole situation, uh like this whole bit of art direction is that I'm trying to play around with like color layering and like how things work with these sorts of layers. And it seems to be pretty successful. Meow. Do you erase you a bit so that I can do something I want with you later? There we are. What would happen if a clown was Eepy? You see, he would have silly dreams. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Oh, look at this gorgeous poo floor. It's poobing. It's pooping all over the place. Stop it. Yum dam 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 yum dam 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 dam. You know, I think I found a layer system for coloring that I rather like, at least for this project. Grabs you with my big fucking clown hands. Throws you in straight to fucking hell. This is me. I am sending you to hell. You know, if push comes to shove and worse comes to worse, then I will just have to learn how to make music on my own. You see, I don't know music. I don't own a music making software. So if I do have to learn music, and that's a good skill to learn, then I will have to obtain FL Studio somehow. Because that's the one I want, because that's the one that everybody likes. And thinks is like awesome and cool. Super cool and awesome. Cool and fun, super cool and fun. Alrighty, there we are. And with this, I can also do something very cool. You see, these are little gaps. So I'm going to fill them in with this. Because I'm cool and epic and awesome and just a little guy. I'm just a chill clown who don't give a F. Me when I grab my fucking stylus. And it cuts to me creating entire universes. I create infinite universes with my stylus. I'm powerful and cool and awesome. Yeah, alright gamers, don't mind me. Let me lower this size real quick. Making sure to save. For first time viewers, you're gonna see how I draw BRB text. BRB. I will return in but a moment. Love y'all and appreciate y'all. Let me set you loose to enjoy the music. I have returned from the living. That's right, I'm dead once again. Oh, hi, I'm back. Happy to be here. How's the music? Let me get rid of the BRB text. There we go. Splendid. Marvelous. And now it can continue. Amazing! Yummers! Okay, and this is where I put a lot of the people, but this is also where I put a fair amount of the people. What if I... Okay, so this is where like the a lot of the effects go. Like the overlays, like this and that. This is to get colors down more accurately, but also still fit into stuff like the like this and the floor here and this whole cave situation here. All right, that's cool. That's awesome. I should have taken the time to refill my water, but that's fine. So, here. There we go. Give me that brassy. There we go. Oh, let's fucking go. I believe in the power of funny colors. Do you think Spampton calls Tenna boob tube because of Tenna's big naturals? I believe so. I'm fitting that into my worldview.
Spamton's just like, let me suck on those big naturals. Two for one special. Why am I stretching? I'm stretching much like a cat would. Or perhaps even a clown. Alright, there we go. I missed the spot. Hello there, old spot. We are gaming. A phoenix right implies the existence of a phoenix wrong, and frankly, that is a service I am happy to provide. Just to sort of have it be obvious in the background, but also not like super detailed. I'm just gonna have all like the entirety of these segments be the color that they are. You know, the three primary colors, brown, yellow, and blue. Or brown, red, blue. They say there are 4 elements, but actually there are 3. Cherry, blue raspberry, and Coca-Cola. These three elements form all of reality. Blue raspberry. It is the first element because it is the most important. Hat off reference, I need to play that game. It's free. The game is free. Not the remake. I don't think the remake's even out yet, but like... I'm gonna be playing... I want to play the original eventually. I have it on my list of games to play. I was like, it looks like a fun game, and I could do a lot with like art for it. Oh yeah, I also have to do the Eat a Dream Barbecue thumbnail image. That's fine. What layer? What layer of hell are you? There we go. I'm excited for Overkill, or not Overkill, for Ultra Kill to also finish. I think that would be super awesome and cool. You see, that's my motto. I'm super awesome and cool. Get that freak-assy yellow in there.
Yeah, the freak-ass yellow. I love the freak-ass yellow, popcorn. Might as well do these. Yeah, da 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 do 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 do. Me when I grab you with my funny clown hands. Me when me when I have an idea. There we go. Not this color, but I need to have something to build off of. Oh, that is truly awful. They are. I I am watching them from inside the microwave. This is truly a hell of my own making. But again, it doesn't need to be this color. It just needs to be like a rectangle for me to work with. There we go. Amazing. What do you look like when I do you? Oh, bad. Okay, what about watercolor? All right, it seems like we're getting somewhere, some way. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. Okay, good. The chemical leak has been contained. That's good. I just got a message from my school again. That's cool. That's good. Hmm. I was like really worried about that. I hope like the fish and the people are okay, because again, like it's affecting the aquatics department. Da, 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 da. God, I'm so excited for next week. Plus, next week is when I actually start like writing my essay. I've been doing a lot of research because like this is the final paper. It's like multi-week long paper, like writing process, and I finally got to start next week. I've been researching this week, and I still need to research some more, but you know. Just sort of like making the god rays real. Add a little bit of dissipation to it, and like random pattern while still being like, yeah, this is like a beam. Alright, Oscar, you're going to be killed by the Hallelujah beam. You have no say in this. Rip. Goodbye. I can also add even more visual interest by doing this on the corners farthest away, like this. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Okay, that's turning out pretty good. I like that, I like that. Let me stretch some more. Ugh. I have been stretched. Alright. Hooray! Hip hip hooray! I'm trying to bring back people saying hip hip hooray, so I've been doing it. I've been saying hooray! Yippee! Those are beautiful, joyous words. Okay, so I have that now. Things are really starting to come together. Maybe some more darkness in the corners. But like in the very corners. Like so. There we go. And all of that adds visual interest to something that would otherwise mostly be flat colors. Which, there is nothing wrong with flat colors. $38 opacity. Yeah, da 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 da. Okay. Yeah da da ya da 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 da. I forgot to erase a thing. Wrong layer, wrong layer. There we go. And there we are. Hip hip hooray. You know, the best part is I can actually see this getting done in real time. You see, that's what I like about art is, or one of the many things I like about art is that
as I make progress, as I do stuff, I can see things actually getting done. I can actually see things being finished. Grab the orange. And also this purple, this fucking oracle. There we go. Opacity 38. Color shoes, color shoes, color the fucking shoes. The fucking shoes. This is a really pretty color. Like, that's a really pretty color. This is like Baja Blast ass color. Damn. I'm about to defeat you with a Baja Blast. You may be a Dr. Pepper purist, but I also like other sodas. I also like Baja Blast. And you know what? You know what? That's okay. I'm tired and going to send you to fucking hell. Let me open up, Actually, no, I don't need to open you up. I still have the screenshot. Insert as new layer. I'm going to insert. I'm going to shirt in your mouth. Very common color on his color palette. God, I absolutely love that his style, like, almost doesn't match anything else in this drawing. I love how, like, how complicated his eyes are. This is awesome. I'm tired and want to go to bed. I live inside a boxed wine. It is my funny little box. tweet.
And this man really would say, I'm on the tweet. Like Manny Heffley. Grab this. Listen, listen. You can be whoever you want to be. That is very good. However, it is more important to let others be whoever they want to be. And sometimes, that can be a bit harder. Sometimes that can be a bit harder to, like, actually internalize that, you know, it's okay to let others be themselves too. Even if you may not like what being themselves is. I think I may have heard a cat. Hi there? Nope, okay. Alright, I think I can take off that now. There we go. Alrighty. I'm actually gonna need this pinky color, this very, very light pink. There we go. This character was designed by Clockwork Stephanie, name pending. And I don't think I could do any better than he has. I'm gonna be completely TBH honest. Like this is a very silly design. I am so fucking tired. There we go, and the streak under the eyes like I try to myself asleep every day and night. Get you, make sure the color. Oh, also he has the funny, like, you know, Mickey Mouse 2 dots gloves. Those aren't gloves. Those are just his hands. He just kind of has that. Oh, I am the great and powerful wizard, and you are but a fucking clown. What if I made my fingies? Splendid.
And then, simply devious. Blended them. Night fingies. Simply devilish, Seymour. They don't work. I'm the great and powerful wizard. Me when the wizard says he's going to send me directly to HE double hell. I'm going to send you to fucking HE double L. You're going to there and you're going to die. What? Ah, ah, there we go. Good color. Look at that. Marvelous. Get this color down and working. This is on a different layer, hopefully. It is different than this man. I got a shiver down my neck. There we go. Now with this extra layer over top, it shows a greater diversity of colors, even if they're not technically drawn in like like it seems. But in fact, is a bunch of different layers stacked on top of each other, making everything look the way that it does. This brown is a different brown than the other brown, and thus this brown does not blend in completely with the root beer icy brown. I need to redo some of that. Like this. Pick you up by your hands, spin you around with mirth and whimsy in the flower field. Laugh all the while with you as we spend the rest of the day together falling in love. Have you guys seen the video of the life wizard? I cast first date. Like, what are you doing? I cast graduation. And then at the end, he's like, I cast hospice care. It's very good. There was another like life wizard thing. Where they were like, somebody was about to jump off the bridge, and he was like, I need to help them. I cast meaning of life. And the guy's like, oh my god, what was I about to do? Why did I see the bad things too? And the life wizard's like, be, because without them, there would be no life, or it wouldn't be life, or something like that. And that's what I believe. I wouldn't be here, like, streaming now at this time. I may have done it eventually, but certainly not at this time if my cat had not died and I broke up with my ex-boyfriend. You know, it's those things that really help push me into this, this world that I'm in now, and this life that I'm leading. And like, though those things were hard, and there were a bunch of other things that sucked to go through, a lot of that stuff made me who I am. And so, like, even if sometimes I wish I could take some of it back, I would not be here if it weren't for every single decision made by myself and everyone around me. There's something beautiful about that, you know? Snacks. I'm snacking so hard. Also, fun fact, if Spotify makes me add in a fucking ID to listen to music, I'm deleting my account. I don't care. Like, I advocate that everyone else does as well if they decide to do that. YouTube, it's harder because YouTube has like such a monolith on video. But like, if the Neptune app happens, then like maybe I can switch up to that, cause like, no, that seems promising. And once it goes to Android, I'll have complete access. You know, I think maybe, just maybe, this might be done. Almost done. Let me add some finishing touches. Stop, let me finish touching you. So I was watching this like guy that I follow on TikTok. He's like this guy from Seattle. He's very funny. I find him quite silly. It's me. It's me. It also kind of looks like I want puppies. Give me the uppies, I desire them so much. Wrong color. There we go, that is the correct color. There we go. Now let me save that. This is right before he sends you directly to hell. You see, he's giving you uppies to hell. Okay, now that that's done, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go to just chatting for a moment. Yo, Dicey, how's it going? How's it hanging? Let me switch back to art time so I can show you what I was working on. Yeah, no, look at this silly. Let me zoom out a little bit so that the overlay isn't covering anything. But yeah, no, look at that. Also, I got rated again. It was very cool. Shout out to the 10th gamer tag. I forget how to actually do that. Hold on. How do I, hold on. No. Can't find it, things have changed. But yeah, no, this is the moment right before he sends you straight to hell. Hell being, right here. I am going to send you to hell. I'm tired. Yeah, no, he's a powerful wizard and can send you to hell. Very cool, very awesome. I'm just doing some finishing up stuff before I end today because before that, you weren't here for this. I got multiple messages from my school talking about a hazardous chemical leak. Things are fine now, it's contained, but also like I was worried. Like there was a hazardous chemical leak in the aquatics department. I hope the fish are okay. I'm glad things are fine now. I was concerned that I wouldn't be able to go today. Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna be wearing a mask. I have plenty. But yeah, it's also gonna be on the opposite side of the campus than, like, I go to, but still, like, it's much better to be safe than sorry. That being said, I will switch to just chatting. And, thank you for dropping by at the end. It's always great when you're here. God, I'm tired. I am the sleepy clown. You know what happens when a clown is sleepy? They have silly dreams. I guess for clarity's sake, hello and goodbye. Exactly. And I will once again do my ending read. I'm gonna be streaming on Sunday because I'm doing a Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I'm very excited. I've been meaning to play it for a while now. It's just I was given them recently. I have been Bajongles. You can find me over here on Twitch on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. I would much appreciate a follow. Speaking of follow, you can follow me over on Bluesky and Tumblr at BigBoyArt1. Username Bajongles. Also, for some reason, it didn't give me a notification when Sparkle and Stardust followed me today. Thank you so much for the follow. Usually it gives me a notification. You can also watch my the VODs on YouTube a week after they happen. If you're watching on YouTube, hi. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like me. That being said, it has been a wonderful time. Like I said, I'll be streaming on Sunday to do Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney 1. I will catch you all on the flip-flop. Bye-bye!